What's up everyone, and welcome back to another What If video. Last time, some interesting things happened in the lives of Gohan and Goten. They each were starting high school, got girlfriends, and were having pretty cool lives overall. Once we got to the tournament, things took a turn with the reveal of Babidi and his modern servants. After following Spopovich and Yamu, the group finds Babidi's ship, where Deborah kills Kibito and turns Gohan into stone. Now, due to a fit of anger, Goten is facing off against the Demon King, initially trying to avenge his brother, but now realizing that he could save him by fighting Deborah. Let's pick up from here. Babidi is quite intrigued by this fight. Maybe Deborah can draw it out and get some more energy, so he tells the Demon King to do so. He'll provide some help. Goku jumps into the fight too, which means Deborah is now disadvantaged, so he's going to have to fight defensively to save himself and draw it out. Just so no one else can intervene, Babidi tries to help by teleporting the three of them far away, just so no one else can jump in. Vegeta is tired of Babidi screwing with everything, so he heads for the ship. Piccolo, Tien, and Yamcha join in as well, with Shin reluctantly following along and warning them to make the fights quick. Things are going very well for Babidi at the moment. Although he may not gather a lot of energy from the fights in the ship, he got a bunch from Gohan, and now he's getting a bunch from Goten and Goku while they fight Deborah. Vegeta and his group head into the ship and have no trouble with Pui Pui and Yakon, and are now getting closer and closer to Babidi. Babidi applauds them for making it through the ship, but they won't get to him anytime soon. He teleports them away from the ship to ensure his safety. Why doesn't he try to possess Vegeta here? Well, for one, he actually doesn't need to right now. He has Deborah gathering energy. But also, Vegeta has had a different course of development in this What If. He progressed to where he is now much earlier in the story, and not to mention, Goku is still alive and they spar and regularly fight. He's more than satisfied right now and has no desire to be possessed in order to fight Goku. So even if Babidi did try to possess him, it wouldn't work at all. Babidi actually thinks he's pretty safe right now. Until Shin brings everyone back using the Kai Kai. Yeah, Babidi's pretty screwed now. The group reaches into his little control room and they easily dispatch of him. Well, that's one issue solved, but they still have Deborah to deal with. Is it too dangerous though? Shin considers the danger, but it's more important to try and stop him right now even if it's dangerous, so he brings the group over to where Deborah is fighting Goten and Goku. They arrive and they see a pretty one-sided fight. Deborah is purely playing defensively right now, not even attacking Goku or Goten, and he's pretty beat up. He's still trying to draw out the battle though, but now, without Babidi meddling in it, Vegeta is able to jump in and catch Deborah off guard. This leaves an opening for Goten to finish off Deborah now that he's distracted, and he does so. They feel victorious, but still, Shin feels something isn't right. He feels like something bad is going on, something that they wanted to prevent. He brings the group to safety, just in case his thoughts are right, and then he asks half the group to stay back, while he brings Goten, Vegeta, and Piccolo along with him. They teleport back to Babidi's ship, where Goten meets up with the now freed Gohan, but Gohan seems just as nervous as Shin. They can all sense the same thing, a tremendous evil ki. Back near the ship, Buu's egg begins to burst with steam, eventually completely breaking open, and the Majin is reborn. Although they stopped Babidi and Deborah, Deborah was still able to drag the fight long enough to gather energy. Plus, with Gohan showing Kibito his absolute maximum power by even testing Super Kaioken to push it to the max, Babidi got some extra energy from that. Overall, it was just enough to waken Buu. This is exactly what Shin feared, and that's why he took half the group only. Taking the whole group would put everyone at risk. But it seems that Buu isn't instantly hostile, more so he's confused. He really only wants two things right now, food or destruction. With no one to order him around right now, he's basically free to do whatever, and is a complete loose cannon. However, he does suddenly become hostile, and then attacks. The group tries to fight back, but they can't do anything right now. Buu fires an attack that, kinda like it did to Gohan and Kanon, ends up launching Goten far away from the site of the battle. Gohan tells Shin to retreat with Vegeta and Piccolo, while Gohan is gonna go off and find his brother, while also chasing Buu away. This Buu guy is way too strong right now, and it's best not to fight him. Shin tells him that he plans to head back to the world of Kais to retreat, and asks Gohan to just come along with him instead, but Gohan declines this. He would rather stay here and find Goten, and he has a plan that requires him to stay on Earth. Once he finds Goten, he's gonna heal him with the Senzu, and maybe if they fuse, they'll be enough to face Buu. They won't even need to retreat. Shin hesitantly accepts this, knowing how strong the fusion possibly could be after Gohan explains it, and the group retreats as Gohan abandons the fight to try and save his brother, with Buu chasing him for a bit. Eventually, Buu gets bored and gives up. Buu now is prepared to go on a destructive rampage to ease his boredom, also going on an eating spree. In the meantime, Shin arrives back to where the rest of the group is and fills them in on what happened. Naturally, they could all sense it going down either way, but now they're completely filled in by Shin. To ensure their safety, and in order to get some more preparation for Buu, Shin takes everyone to the sacred world of Kais, and plans to have one of them try and free the Z-Sword. Maybe that'll be good training. After much struggle, no one is actually able to free it at first, but eventually, Vegeta steps up after everyone else and is able to brute force it out, now being the one to wield the Z-Sword. Shin decides, since Vegeta freed it, he'll be the one to train with it. The rest of the group consisting of Krillin, Piccolo, Tien, and Yamcha all train on their own, with Goku also being with them but occasionally trying to butt in with Vegeta and train with him, mostly to no avail. With Goku constantly trying to train with Vegeta here, he's just a stress test of the sword too, where he'll throw items at it and Vegeta will try to have to slice them with the sword. Shin thinks this might be a good idea and creates some Kachin to use as target practice. Goku prepares the block and flings it towards Vegeta. Yeah, this doesn't go that well. The sword ends up breaking in two. Shin is completely speechless, and Vegeta begins berating Goku. But then they all get distracted when they see that Elder Kai has emerged from the sword. After some exposition, they figure out who he is, learning about who he is and where he came from. And also, Elder Kai learns what's going on here. In order to try and help, Elder Kai reveals his ability to unlock potential, but it'll require the person to sit for a while he does it. Vegeta's training with the Z-Sword was cut short, and he's too impatient to just sit around waiting for that to happen, and he doubts the ability will even work. Plus, they don't really even have much time. He doesn't want to sit around and waste time while Boo's destroying stuff on Earth. In his eyes, they need to get back to Earth ASAP, and they can't wait. Curious though, Goku asks if the ritual can be done on him instead, while Vegeta would just head to Earth and see what's happening. Everyone agrees, and Goku is left to do the ritual, while Shin takes everyone back to Earth, then returns back to the world of Kais to see what Goku's up to. Back on Earth, things aren't going too well. After hours of searching, Gohan was able to find Goten, and then had to bring him back to the lookout to heal him, after Kami had contacted him and told him to come there. Remember, in this scenario, Kami is still around. He and Piccolo never merged. Since then, he's been waiting there with Kami, who allowed Gohan to bring others up there, such as Chi-Chi, Bulma, Trunks, Videl, Erasa, all those others. However, there's one issue here. They don't have any Senzu beans. Goku has them on him at the moment, and they have to wait until his return. Korin doesn't have any lying around either, and his plant isn't going to be ready for a while, so they can't just wait for him to grow it because that's going to take way too long. But for now, at least everyone can just remain here and be safe. They would like to head out now, but Kami is in contact with Shin and advises against it. Shin will be returning soon with the others. Eventually, they all do arrive and explain what happened. Thankfully too, due to Kami and Shin being in contact, Krillin was able to get the Senzu beans from Goku, since Goku's going to be stuck on the Sacred World of Kais for a bit. Just in case, this group will join in Gohan and Goten's fight with Boo, and even though Goten might be enough on his own, the group wants to tag along to at least help and be there just in case. Everyone heads off to where they sense Boo. They end up getting close to where they sense him, and they find something kinda odd. As the events have transpired, the whole Boo and Mr. Satan thing happened as well. Mr. Satan may have not been the savior, quote-unquote, of the world due to the Cell games not happening, but he's still regarded as amazing by everyone, and attempts to take on Boo himself like normal, which leads to them encountering each other, the house thing happening, their friendship, and the whole thing with B. B was already shot, and that caused Boo to get furious, and this is what the group arrives to see. They see evil Boo facing off with Fat Boo, who then eats Fat Boo and turns into Super Boo. The group watches in awe as he transforms into this new powerful beast, wondering how they could face him. Suddenly though, Super Boo is able to spot the group, and is glad to see that everyone's returned. Goten and Gohan prepare to do the fusion dance, and similar to when they encountered Deborah, immediately, Super Boo launches himself towards the group without them even expecting it. He's ready for a fight right now, and he's not gonna hesitate. He notices the two twins are doing some stupid goofy dance, probably taunting him or something, so they're easy pickings right now while they're distracted. The twins stop their dance midway through and jump out of the way, as Boo flies past and narrowly misses them. Boo turns back around quick and lunges at the twins again. In an effort to try and do some sort of damage, the twins briefly power up to Super Kaioken. Remember, Super Kaioken for these two is very strong, but very strenuous and draining. It's a last resort basically, so that kinda shows the situation that they're in here. They're able to barely block Boo's hits, but not much more. Piccolo and Vegeta try to attack and distract him, which temporarily gets Boo off the twins for a bit. Okay, now it's time to fuse. Boo catches them do the dance again. At first, Boo was under the assumption that they're just taunting him, but why would they be doing the dance again when he's not looking? He now realizes it's some weird technique that they're trying out, maybe like how his magic works in some way, but he doesn't know what it's supposed to accomplish. He just attacks them again, making sure to stop it, not wanting to see what it actually does. The two of them actually knew that Boo would attack again, so instantly, they power up to Super Kaioken once more, and launch two quick Kamehamehas that puncture a giant hole through Boo. But Boo isn't damaged, he can just regenerate. Actually, doing this gives Boo an idea. The two giant holes that are blown into him cause pieces of him to fly backwards towards Vegeta and Piccolo, and they don't suspect a thing. This may be a good opportunity to absorb someone, or maybe even both of them. Boo suddenly stops attacking, and just begins laughing maniacally. He turns to Vegeta and Piccolo, and lifts his hand up towards him. Suddenly, the two of them are swarmed by pink goo, and are absorbed by the Majin. Boo has now absorbed two strong fighters, and is beginning to transform as Gohan and Goten watch in horror. Vegeta and Piccolo become assimilated with Boo, with Boo gaining the intelligence of Piccolo and the power of Vegeta, as well as Vegeta's appearance. For simplicity, let's call him Boogeta. Gohan, Goten, and the rest of the group all watch, and they see Super Boo has suddenly become a lot stronger, wearing the clothes that Vegeta was wearing as well. Even his facial structure changed a bit, and his voice too. Mannerisms and all. This isn't the same Boo that they're fighting anymore. Meanwhile, on the sacred world of Kai's, Goku is sensing the key signatures on Earth and realizes that something is wrong. He can't stick around for this ritual anymore, and Elder Kai gives him a little gift that might be helpful, in case they need some extra power or something. He saves the items for later, knowing that they could definitely be helpful. Before heading out, Goku tries to test out his new power. Even though he ended the ritual early, he's now able to show off this brand new form of his. It's sorta like turning Super Saiyan, but he looks kinda like he's in his base form, although his hair is spiked up differently. Shin now prepares to take Goku to Earth, realizing that the ritual has worked, and Goku might be able to help out. With the birth of Ultimate Goku, we'll leave off here. What did Elder Kai give Goku? How strong will be now, and how did the ritual go for Goku? How strong is Ultimate Goku in this scenario? Let's see what you guys think. Leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below, and I'll be sure to check them out. As always, if you liked the video, drop a like, and subscribe if you haven't already, as well as hitting the bell icon for notifications about future parts of this What If, or any other video that I make on my channel. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.